This vine is Dioscorea alata, and in this video we're going to harvest it and see what the yam results are. Check it out. We just used some trellising wire to give it some help to climb up. This yam, the Dioscorea, loves to climb up. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just cut them all down, throw in the compost, and maybe save some bulbils for harvesting next, but we're going to plant a new interesting vine in here. So you have to see the whole video to see what vine we're planting in it.
Ooh, Malabar spinach. Malabar spinach.
Oh, cool. Other things we have growing in the bed, this is society garlic. You can use it as garlic. You can buy it at even Home Depot. It has purple flowers. You can eat the flowers. Back there is more Malabar spinach. That's from last year.
It's gonna be a pain to pull all these out.
Definitely not leaving them for next year. I thought it was supposed to swell more than go down. Other things we have in the raised beds. These are jewels of opar. You can eat the leaves and has really dainty pink flowers. This is callaloo. Plant it once, it comes back forever. And that's some kind of ginger or turmeric. When we planted them every foot diagonally, the yams. And they're very fast growers. They'll just go straight up. You want to make sure that you're eating the alata, not the bulbifera, because the bulbifera is toxic, and you can tell the difference between the leaves. And you can also tell the difference between the bulbils. Those are those little bulbs. So if you want to propagate this, you can take the bulbils and put them in the ground, and they will form their own plants the following year. Or you can simply allow your established yam to stay in the ground, because you can harvest it whenever you want. You don't have to harvest them and store them. You can keep them in the ground. And if you don't eat it this year, next year when it sends up the green growth, it'll just simply eat itself and then make an even larger bulbil. We're not expecting it to be this deep. It is deeper than the raised bed.
It goes all the way under, bro.
That whole thing came from a little bulbil like that we put in the ground not even a year ago. And look at all that food. It's kind of scary because parts of it that are left in the ground will grow next year. Wow.
So now we gotta get all of them.
Yes. Oh my.
Alright, that's the end of that one. How is there so much sand in the bed?
It just decayed into sand. It's so slimy. How are you supposed to eat it? The sliminess is a result of the breakdown of starch molecules, which release this gel-like substance. The sliminess goes away though whenever it gets cooked.
I'm gonna assume that's not part of the yam.
What the hell is that?
It's an electronic piece. As far as survival crop, look at that.
Yep.
with no effort.
We saw this South Florida hack from David the Good to use the water hose to blast around the yam. This drives away the soil, and it worked. So the bed is finally cleared. Took a lot longer than expected. These are just the air potatoes, the bulbils. And now we'll show you what the yams look like. All of this food. Oh, it's slimy. Oh, it's slimy. Why is it so slimy? Look at all this food. We noticed that some of the ones, like the ones that he's holding, that didn't have neighboring yams got monstrous versus ones that had neighboring yams. This is kind of what we were expecting. So this one had yams next to it. 20 pounds. 53 pounds. Before we end the video, we need to reset the bed and show you this really cool plant that's getting added to the garden next. First, we added compost from the garden. Then some cow manure with compost. And then finally some black cow. We made some biochar at the farm and soaked it in Miracle Grow for a day. This will feed the plants for a long time. It's always beautiful to see mycelium breaking down the mulch and returning the nutrients to the plant. And now that the bed is cleared and has the biochar in it, the winning plant for next season is gack fruit. You're going to have to stay tuned to the channel to learn all about gack fruit in a coming up video. Alright, so there you have it. This is our yam harvest. This is our first time. This is incredible. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let it cure out in the sun for about a week, and then we can process it. You can put it into flour or boil it and make it into like a kind of mashed potato situation. But 53 pounds of food, and we did next to nothing. We never watered the bed. We didn't feed the bed. We didn't do anything to it. We did notice, though, that the yams were creeping when they got to the bottom of the bed. They would creep out into the garden. That's probably because the garden got sprinklers every so often. So it did like some water, but we did nothing, and we got all this food. Thanks so much for watching our video today. Hope that you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.